Hello again, everyone, and welcome to This Week in Game of Thrones. This is our pre-draft special, and today we're going to be covering a lot of stuff before the draft tomorrow night. And speaking of, for those who were not aware, the draft is now going to go from 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to mark that on your calendars and change that if you need to so that we don't miss any of you. And now, guys, we're going to transition now into a fun little part of the video where we're going to focus on how people have drafted in the past and how their seasons ended up. Starting things off in 2019, our eventual inaugural champion, Kyle Collins and Monster Dash, ended up drafting in the second position in that season's draft. The following year, in 2020, eventual league champion Steven Travis, and no punt intended, ended up drafting in the fourth position of the draft. Then, last year, in 2021, our current champion, Kyle Sutherland and K-Dog's Foosball, ended up drafting in the fifth position of the draft. Now, looking at the current draft positions and how those picks did in the last three seasons, we're going to look at three things that seem to be certainties over the past three seasons in Game of Thrones. The first of which being that no team drafting between the 6th and 10th spots has ever gone on to win the league title that season. The second being, no team drafting between 1st and 5th has ever ended up in the toilet bowl that year. And finally, every team drafting in the 3rd spot has ended up in 8th place that season, which is not looking good for Mike Dolph and the Man Bear Pigs. As we all know, success in Game of Thrones comes down to the draft and how we prepare for that draft. And that is why we went around the league this year to see how various teams go about preparing themselves for the upcoming season. And, we're going to start off with actually a very inspirational haiku from Tay It to the End Zone's Twitter account, which reads, "Fantasy football, sleep, dream, draft, touchdown, win, sleep. Tay It wins this year." That is very inspirational. Best of luck to Tay It and these other teams who were gracious enough to send in their preparation videos for this season.
Hey, what's up, Game of Thrones? It's Kyle from Monster Dash, Year 1 champ, just coming to you from my beachfront property. Found out the fantasy football is pretty easy, so got into sports betting. Got some lakefront property. Now this is where I come to hang out before a new season. I want to wish you all the best of luck, and don't forget, get some sponsors out there, baby.
Monster Energy, proud sponsor of Monster Dash Fantasy Football.
Hey guys, it's Adam Snow, aka Goff Uck Yourself, 2020's runner-up to the championship. That's right, I didn't go all the way, but this year, with my 5-step plan, I plan on taking the entire championship. And it starts with rule number 1 here, guys. And rule number 1 is you take the best player available, or you make sure you fill your team needs. There is no reason we should be drafting 3 quarterbacks in a stinking draft, ever. And rule number 2, you never draft players from your favorite team. As you can tell, I'm a Lions fan. My team's named after one of my players. But I refuse to draft a Lions player because you know why? Because then you get too attached. And when you watch that game and they don't perform, it hurts even worse. There will be none of that this year. Number 3, monkey see, monkey do not do. You see somebody taking a kicker in the first round, you hold your butt and you do not draft a kicker in the first round. You know when to draft a kicker. You do not take 3 quarterbacks like someone who will not be mentioned, Glenn. And number 4, you stick to your draft board. Everybody's got a draft board, including myself. And as you can see here, which will be blurred out, right? We're going to blur that out. And then finally, the biggest rule of all, guys, number 5, never, ever under any circumstances should you be drafting anybody from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Thank you for your time.
Hey everyone, it's Mike with Man Bear Pigs. This is the little man, he's the GM, and we're just going to share a couple things with you. First, we just want to say we're grateful to be back. Thank you, Commish. And secondly, because we want this to be as competitive as possible, we're actually willing to share with you some of the players that we are targeting at each position. Again, just to try to make the games more fun. You want to think about high-powered offenses, and really the first couple that come to mind first is the Chicago Bears. So we were thinking you really want to target their kicker, and with all the talents they have on defense, might as well, just stick with them as well. Another high-powered offense, Houston Texans. So we're thinking about, as far as, your RB1, the Rex Burkhead. he's gonna tear it up this year. For the RB2, we were thinking a little outside the box, but Kyle Juszczyk from the Niners. They love to use their fullback, so we're thinking it'd be a good choice, later rounds. Tight end, Gronk, of course. Tom Brady can't play without him. Wide receivers, we're thinking Traylon Burks with Tennessee. They're a very pass-happy offense. And then also you have Kenny Golladay from the Giants. He's an absolute stud. He hasn't had an injury in years, and he's just been great since leaving Detroit, unfortunately, of course. For your flex, we're thinking Taysom Hill from the Saints. Right? He's a good one, huh? He's listed as a quarterback and a tight end in Yahoo, so imagine the amount of points you can get from that. Finally, quarterback, Deshaun Watson, of course. He's slated to play a full 17 games, so imagine the possibilities. So, again, thank you. Looking forward to this year, and good luck, everyone.
Hi, I'm Adam, owner and proprietor of Nat 20 Sports Ball and in charge of the Secret Santa Committee for Nat 20 Sports Ball. What I've been doing to prepare for this season is the same thing I do to prepare for everything in life. A reminder goes off on my phone about an hour beforehand, and I say, oh shit, that's right, I need to do that. So yeah, what we rely here on Nat 20 is just to roll the dice. And it's a Nat 20 every time.
All right, and thank you to everybody who participated in those fun videos. And now, before we wrap up, guys, we actually have some breaking news. That's right, we're going to turn over to a tweet sent out by Adam Schefter himself. That's right, Game of Thrones insider, who tweeted the following: through a leaked Instagram message, Hufflepuff Puff and Pass may shock the GOTFL by taking Seahawks rookie running back Kenneth Walker III with the first overall selection. Schefter followed that tweet up with another one saying Walker III is a Michigan State alum, as is Hufflepuff Puff and Pass owner Hillary Wells. Easy to connect the dots here. So there you have it, guys. Will we see some shocking developments at the top of the draft with Hufflepuff Puff and Pass? We're going to have to tune in tomorrow, 9:30 for the draft to find out. And until our next video recapping everything in the draft, guys, good luck, and we'll see you next time.